Various types of cancer produces various symptoms. Symptoms of cancer might include weight loss and wasting, pain, nausea, fatigue, and depression, among others. Interestingly, medical cannabis is being widely used to treat all these symptoms. How is it possible one medicine can treat such a wide array of symptoms? Keep watching. ECS. Many of the body's functions are mediated by chemicals produced in the brain and receptors found on the surface of cells with which these chemicals interact. In a sense, this is how the brain communicates instructions to individual cells. The particular system which is affected by cannabis is known as the human endocannabinoid system, or ECS. The ECS is responsible for a wide variety of bodily functions like pain response, inflammation response, immune response, body temperature regulation, appetite, sleep cycles, energy levels, mood, and more. The fact is, our bodies produce their own natural cannabinoids. They're actually called endocannabinoids. Supplementation with phytocannabinoids, those produced in marijuana, will affect the ECS in a variety of ways. How a body is affected depends on the makeup of the patient's ECS, plus which cannabinoids are consumed and at what levels. The medicinal benefits of various phytocannabinoids, such as THC, CBD, CBG, CBN, and more, tend to overlap. Certain cannabinoids are more effective at treating particular symptoms. And which does which depends on the patient's makeup and condition. For example, while THC might be great for someone with depression because of its uplifting effects, it might make matters worse for patients with anxiety disorders. CBD, on the other hand, helps to reduce anxiety. And while THC might be great at relieving pain in one patient, CBD might be more effective in another. So each cannabinoid has its own superpowers, so to speak. The only way to know how a patient will be affected is to experiment with different delivery methods and formulas. Patients rarely find the best combination of cannabinoids and terpenes the first time they try medical cannabis products. Chemotherapy and radiation. Chemo and radiation treatments are extremely hard on the body. As with the disease itself, treatment can cause nausea and vomiting, pain, lack of appetite, fatigue, depression, and so on. Medical marijuana and other cannabis-based medicines help relieve these side effects in the same way they help relieve the symptoms of the disease, by modulating the patient's ECS. Moreover, unlike treatments like chemo and radiation, cannabis and cannabinoids are non-toxic and extremely well tolerated by the human body, even at high dosages. And unlike opioids, cannabinoids are non-habit forming. That being said, patients with a cancer diagnosis need to use every weapon in their arsenal to ensure the best possible outcome. Cancer cells. Can marijuana cure cancer or kill cancer cells? Cancerous cells are cells that have damaged DNA, which causes them to multiply out of control. Cannabinoids have been shown to induce a state called apoptosis in cancer cells. That is, it causes aggressive breast cancer cells to commit suicide. But this has so far only been shown to be true in a petri dish. A team of researchers wanted to find out how cannabinoids kill cancer cells. What they found out was cannabinoids are able to inhibit processes that promote proliferation. Another report published in 2004 in the Journal of Pharmacology and Experimental Medicine also suggested that cannabinoids possess anti-tumor properties. The results showed that CBD for cancer treatment in particular was able to inhibit the growth and spread of tumors both in petri dishes and lab animals. So, can marijuana cure cancer? Unfortunately, just because it shows promise in a lab doesn't mean it will have anti-tumor effects in humans. That being said, the results so far are promising. For more information about medical marijuana, visit our site today. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.